Welcome back on Thursday the 5th of January 2023. This is just going to be a quick video, and unfortunately I'm going to start this year the same way that I ended last year, with a weather warning. And I wasn't expecting to make a weather warning today, and I wasn't expecting to make weather warnings at the end of last year. But just before Christmas we had some big storms come in, torrential rain, floods, and it looked like the situation could get quite serious, and I thought that people should know about it. And normally once the rainy season ends at the end of December and the weather breaks, there's normally a very hot dry spell right up until middle of April. Even after that it's still very hot, but we start to get rain in the afternoon. It's not quite as dry. But this time of year it's just hot and dry with nothing much happening. So I really wasn't expecting to make this. However, there have been some warnings going around Thai social media. Here's one of them. And I was going to translate it and make a video, but I looked at the website for the Thai Meteorological Department, and they've got a version in English, so you can look at it for yourself. It's tmd.go.th. And what they're saying, there's a big storm coming in, heavy to very heavy rain. It's coming in from Borneo Islands. Today it will hit the Gulf of Thailand. Tomorrow, Pattani, Yala and Narathiwat. And then over the weekend, Surat Thani, Nakhon Si Thammarat, Phatthalung and Songkhla. So if you're a Singaporean or Malaysian tourist planning a trip to Hat Yai this weekend, this could affect you. And if you're planning a trip to Samui Islands, this could also affect you. Samui is just off the coast of Surat Thani province, and they're saying that the waves in the Gulf of Thailand could get to 4 meters high. If that happens, I'll guess they'll stop the ferries to Samui. Now, the difference between this warning and the one I made at the end of last year was that those ones were based on observation. I reported on what had just happened or what was happening at the moment. I could see it for myself. This one's purely on prediction. And it feels quite strange making a weather warning now, because if I look out the window, it's perfect. There's sunshine, there's no rain. It's about the most perfect weather that you ever get in southern Thailand, because most of the year it's either too hot or too wet, and at the moment it's neither. It's just great. But as I say, the meteorological department have predicted this big storm, and I've been following like the weather and the predictions from the weather department ever since I've lived in Thailand, and they're pretty good. They're normally very accurate. Even to the exact time they will say something will happen. So there's a possibility that everything may change and the weather may be fine, but because they've made this prediction, I think there's also quite a high risk that it will actually happen. So if you're planning a visit to southern Thailand in the next week, just be aware that this warning is in place.